life. Eh? What?
Hey, what do you think you're doing?
Darling, why?
You open your eyes. The sun is shining. There's not a cloud in the sky. You feel great. Totally. Well rested. Not even suspicious of the fact that you fell asleep by a campfire but woke up in several yards down the beach. Wait. Are you on vacation? Was yesterday nothing more than a strange dream? No, it's not a dream. You really were here for another day? You really are here for another day? Why? I have no idea. You're obviously a weirdo. Yeah, you're obviously a weirdo. Speaking of weirdos, I see the rest of the gang is heading out on the beach. This is definitely not a dream. I wouldn't rule out a nightmare just yet, though. At least they make for a sexy bunch, no? And talk about sexy, here comes Trickster carrying coffee. Morning, beautiful. I thought you might like a nice cup of joe to start this incredible day off right. Seems suspiciously cheerful. I'm not sure there's nothing nefarious behind his joyful demeanor, though. Everyone knows just musicians are morning people. Also, I want to wish you luck. Today is an important one. My only regret is that I won't be a big part of it. Budget issues. Also, I'm just swamped with engagements, especially on the other island. Sister winks at you. If you want to ask him how to reach the other island. Now is the... Never mind. He left. At least he brought me a cup of... No, don't drink that. What the hell was that? They don't call him Trickster because he's a good skateboarder. He's definitely didn't get that name because he brings people drinks so they can have a good morning. That was certainly not coffee. And I don't want anyone casually poisoning, impersonating, and torturing you yet. This is supposed to be a tropical paradise, the type of place you give a 5 out of 5, a 10 out of 10, 2 thumbs up, a review to. Not an eternal prison of pain. Make sure you leave a review, it really helps with the algorithm. Trust me, I'm looking out for you. So can we please move on? Hey, wait a second. When did a possible, ominous, possibly unrelatable narratives psychologically just knock that coffee out of your hand? Physically. How did that narrative physically just knock that coffee out of your hand? This is not a parliament, and the floor does not recognize the ocean's feet out of turn at this moment. I need no recognition, for I am the ocean. I dominate the land. I submerge those who defy me and become their watery grave. Actually, speaking of graves, I would like to say something. Something of a grave importance. Fine, go on. Even if this place is an eternal punishment, or eternal prison of pain, and I'm not saying that it is, even a place of extreme horror can receive a 5 out of 5, a 10 out of 10, 2 thumbs up review. It was crafted with love, or is it that that's the type of thing you're into? You know, the ocean is right. A lot of hard work goes into a place like this. You should really judge it on the artist's intent, and whenever possible, start from the mindset of giving them the benefit of the doubt, constructing those elaborate simulations. Vacations. Not easy to do. Sometimes there are small bugs, inconsistencies, but that's just the nature of the process. Perfection is overrated. The universe is filled with mysteries. We ought to celebrate those who venture to bare their souls as part of the creative process with the ultimate intent of making things for our enjoyment. Not be overly critical of them. Are you two trying to sell me on this place actually being good? You don't have to say it like that. Especially after I saved you from the poorly made cup of coffee. Sorry, we should have been here 5 minutes ago. We always do this on the second morning. Sad, really. Even if they do make some great points. Well, sure, they make great points, I agree. Can we please move on? Yes, of course, apologies, Kim. The last few minutes aside, have you been enjoying your time on the island? Yes, I've been having a lovely time. If I were to summarize my time here, I call it a lovely time. Ah, lovely. We love to hear that. Because isn't that what this place is all about? Finding love. No. Shut up, Dwight. You'll get us killed again. And again. And again, 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 again. You don't need to ask you. We do need to ask Gomakas though. We all had to sign our rights to say. I had to sign away our rights to say anything negative about this place. Would you please sign this non-disclosure agreement? Yes. Yes, I would hereby agree to participate in a verbal contract stating that, Kim, I will never say anything negative about my stay here on this island. Perfect. Delightful. Excellent. Yes, yes. Hey Kim, it's time. Hey Kim, it's totally cool if you have constructive feedback. The place to leave that is in a positive review. Because we all know that nobody reads negative reviews of video games or results like this. Anyway, I see Dwight and Claudette have gone into a trance with that grumbling I hear from your tummy. That can mean only one thing. Breakfast. Perfect timing, everyone. Rolls into the dining area to load up those sexy little bellies with pancakes and bacon and so much for maintaining those beach bods. They're all half naked in a tropical paradise. Can we get some strawberries here? A yogurt? Magical powers will only get you so far. Even killers watch their sodium intake. Take your place, sit down, thinking about yesterday and the whirlwind of feelings you experience. Dead, dread, disorientation. It was like going through puberty again, except all in one day on a beautiful, mysterious island. Looks like you're not the only one doing some introspection though. Trapper stands up to talk about his day went. About how his day went, in case anyone was wondering. Personally, I wasn't. I can't imagine you could make me any angrier today than you did yesterday. But I hope you really, I really hope you do. I really, really hope you do. Unrelated. Anyone seen where I left my cleaver? Haha, just joking. I always know where my cleaver is. Well, that was bizarre. Back to your Nope. Now Huntress steps up to talk about her. This island is treacherous. I don't know what the newcomer thinks they are doing here, but it clearly isn't helping any of us. Whoa. Huntress pretends to be all independent, but she's secretly kind of muffed. You and her aren't getting along. Well, I'm sure it must be it. No one would strangely stand up during breakfast too. Just like that, here comes the spirit. Did everyone sleep well? I did. Or should I say, did not. I haven't slept in 20 years on the account of, well, whole burning quest for familial revenge thing, and the last night was no different. So, in that case, it was exactly how it should be. I got a lot of reading done though. Now, if you don't mind, I'm going back to a quiet, resenting being trapped here with all of you while looking cute doing so. I'm guessing Raph had enough time to walk up, the courage to speak in front of the group. Perfect, there he is. Take us home, Raph. I'm glad the introduction of him to our paradise. And yeah, that was quotationist. Don't distract me from my normal routine, ignoring all of you and vice versa. This place is an eternal prison of suspicion and suffering, and no one cares. I'm still the only one asking any questions. I'm asking questions too. It's when will Raph shut up? And now they're all looking at you expecting, wait, you're supposed to stand up, explain how yesterday made you feel? I think I need to process everything by myself. I'll see you all soon. See you all soon. Damn, what a power play. Keep on wanting more. You're getting good at this game. Sexy, true to life experience. Shame you don't get to eat breakfast, but so be it. After breakfast, you head to the hot tub by yourself to clear your head. Yesterday was, in short, a lot. Before you get home, something catches your attention. You hear that? Are you addressing me? Well, yeah, I guess. Is that okay? You know, I might be pursuing a relationship with one of those horrifying killers, but it feels like the person I'm getting to know the most is you, narrator. It's only okay in so much as it serves to illustrate that you've lost your mind. Somehow I'm not real. and see how I'm not real at all. Yeah, I heard it this time. I think it's coming from behind the shit. No, 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 stick it in there. A little more. A little more. Oh yeah. That's it. Yes. How does that feel? Intense. Nice. Yeah, that feels right. This is uncomfortable. Now I want you to take that. Put it right there. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about. Just like that. Exactly like that. I swear I had no idea those two were even doing whatever it is that they are doing. I'm afraid to look. Please say something so they know you are close by and can hear everything. Oh wow, look at that super cool bottle of Trickster brand suntan lotion somebody left on the chair. Anyone know where I can buy some? Anyone know where I can buy some? Damn it. Ah, come on, a little privacy please. Light is panting. And Claudette has crazed eyes, crazed look in her eyes. Sorry, I didn't know how to let you know I was here. And I could hear you. Well, you know. You know what? What do you think we were doing? Well, you were doing... I don't know exactly what you were doing, but it sounded like, fun. You think two people trying to find new ways to kill each other in search of desperate search to make their own death is fun? Oops. We give 5 minutes to ourselves every day, and we spend it hoping if we stab each other in just the right place, we won't get resurrected. I've come to believe the key is finding the exact place we need to bleed out. And I believe that place is the appendix. Why else would it be there? That makes sense to me. Did you actually think we were me and him? Dwight? You don't have to laugh that hard. I get it. My life is a nightmare, and yet somehow it's never been worse than right now. Let's go, lover boy. I noted all our entry wounds, and our 5 minutes is up. Good luck, Kim. You're going to need it. And hey, if you figure out how to escape this island, please make sure your ghost tells us how. That was both a tragedy and a comedy. A Craig-amity? Shut up, I like it. Anyway, where were we? Oh yeah. We're heading to the hot tub by ourselves to clear our head. Yesterday was in short a lot, so today has been exhausting too. But you're dedicated to achieving a true centered sense of calm. No drama, no bullshit. Just soaking up the sun in a heated pool. Today, you're on a date with you. Oh, I like that. I want to be on a date with me. Who would make the first move? Aside from the disturbing thought, all is going to plan until a shadow blocks your precious sun. A spiky topped like a palm tree bending over to screw with you. But it's not a tree at all, it's... Hey babe. Breakfast was weird, huh? Someone just getting up and announcing how they feel? What's that about? Some forced kind of check-in with the group? I don't like it. Fishy, kinda lazy. Whatever though, breakfast is dumb. No one should eat before noon, or after 4. BM. Yeah. I do intermediate fasting. You've seen my abs, by the way. Maybe you can see them later at a private stage on the other island. You know, IP Island, where all the celebs hang out. If you play your cards right, I could give you a private show. Catch you around. Abs are absolutely amazing. You gotta give them that. And with the blow-up bat, threatening but adorable. Makes for an interesting silhouette. Genius design. He's a psychopath, just like the rest of them. You don't gotta give him anything. And we're not best friends, just like because we had like a little talk about doing a little talking, and it's not open invitation to go smashing the fourth wall every 5 seconds. Okay, now that guy's gone. We've got some ground rules to establish that we're definitely going to abide by. It's time to lay back, take some deep, slow breaths, and nope, another shadow. Those people will not leave you alone. Let's see who it is this time. Oh, it's Spear. That checks out. You two have gotten pretty cozy. We should get out of there. I know a place that brings a bit of welcome darkness to this tropical nightmare. Best of all, that seems to know about it, so won't be bothered there. I don't know why I'm telling you this. It's my private spot. I guess I've got a feeling that you'll appreciate it in a way. In the way that I do. Not like the other killers. They don't get me. I'll get them. Oh, I'll get them all. Oh, and I'll get my father too. I'll punish him for what he has done. Punish him for what he did to my mother and me. Spirit radiates a menacing aura, waving her sword around in the air as she threatens, well, the entire universe. It's scary. More than a little hot to get turned on by it. Menacing. Oh, look at all this time on Murder Island has gotten us both a little confused about things. I'm choosing to lean into it. I suggest you do the same. You've seen her get mad, which is probably enough to scare you into compliance. But also, you've seen that there's more sensitive side hiding within her. Which one do you think will win out? Consider her offer, but besides, if you decide you want to go off with Spirit, the Huntress interjects. I guess you could go off with Spirit today. She seems pretty cool, actually. I think we weren't here on this island, vying each other for your attention. Vibing each other for your attention. We might actually be friends. We might actually have something though, you and I. I could let you off to her goth lighthouse without speaking at first. Yeah, I know her secret spot. I see everything that goes in the hole in this adorable mask. So, my offer stands. You can still hang out today. Plenty of room in my cabin. Wink. It's pretty cute that Huntress thinks she has to say wink wink out loud. The mask barely even hides her face. Tough choice though. You have to weigh your options quickly because you can go only on one day today, and also you don't want to be hacked into pieces for saying the wrong thing. It's also good to remind her that those are all cold-blooded killers, but you know what they say. When life gives you lemons, you make lemonade. Then you die horribly. Fetching. Writing. Death after drinking it because the lemons were poison all along. Sorry, this island has really got me tilted. So who will it be? Or Spirit. We're on the Spirit route. I gotta go with Spirit. You've made the correct decision. But you know, it's just because you picked me doesn't mean I'm going to go slobber all over you like a dog, understand? Of course You still got to prove me a lot. You have still got a lot to prove to me. I want to believe that our connection is real, but I've been hurt before, literally with a katana. A katana! That I now wield in a spectral form. You feel me? Because you will feel me if you try anything of that macho crap. Rapper crap. Yep. Because Claudette and DeWitt clearly said, verifying, I'll let them know that is yes. It's too late to change your answer now. When Spirit arrived at the coast, overlooking a black lighthouse, it's odd description, but it's still impressive. There's something magnetic about it. You can see why Spirit would be drawn to such a place. See, you look up Spirit. You look Spirit up and down and notice that she was wearing an all black dress. She's wearing all black just like the lighthouse. But noticing a bit of a theme. Is black your favorite color? Black isn't really a color at all. It's an absence of color. It's a void. Like a black hole. A place that swallows light. A dying star. Damn, that's dark. You're confident that Spirit will vibe with this, but Spirit doesn't really care for science. Not the type with spaceships and lasers. Anyhow, she's so much more into the type of strange adventure that kick off right here on Earth. Earth is where we are, you wonder? Is it that where we are, you wonder? Lapping waves and soar. Lapping waves on the shore, coast of the shore. Instead of romantic tones, a fog that surrounds Spirit everywhere. She goes, blends perfectly with the mist, rolling up over the rocky shore. She's at one with this place. Sorry. This place doesn't last too long, however. This piece doesn't last too long. However, as the lighthouse lets out an eerie howl like a monster, dying, spiraling, black light stretches across the sky. Spirit has to yell at you just to be heard. Oh yeah! It does that! Like, sounded. Sighed, and the two of you just sit here, sit in silence. Spirit lays down, and then pats it on it gently. Clearly, she wants your company, so you indulge her. Well, you indulge. When you do, she takes out some sunscreen and hands it to you. You're not exactly sure what to do. Is this an invitation to get a little hand action? What else could it be? I just say thanks. Forgot to bring my own when I lost my memory and fell into the ocean. No problem, I figured as much. Spirit turns away while you lather lotion all over your body. Do you need any help reaching those difficult spots? You see a hand floating around your back. Sure, why not? Sure, why not? Spirit's hand on your back is icy cold, but she has soft touch. When she's done, she takes care of herself. Watch Spirit apply sunscreen herself is the most unique way. Applying the lotion herself in the most unique way by floating her own hand around her back, spreading it on. Compliment her hand floating ability. In fact, your hands just float around like that. You can reach things way easier than I can. It's almost like you're some kind of superhero. I'm glad you get a kick out of it. But floating severed limbs isn't exactly a type of power I think you wished for as a kid. I'd rather be able to read minds, maybe, then I can understand why people act the way they do. Apologies. I'm sorry. Clearly, I hadn't thought it through your experience. Seems humor is how you deal with the uncomfortable situation, but clearly you read the room wrong. I was just thinking about what you must have gone through to end up like that. I had it. It had to have been horrible. It was worse than death. At least death ends eventually. But I wouldn't want to forget it. It literally made me who I am now. The truth is, I could pull out those bits of glass stuck in my flesh out right now if I wanted to. But I don't want to. Each shard is a reminder of what my father did to me and what the world did to him. That's why I refuse to play the universe's game. I hate the idea that I'll be forced to succumb to the pressure the way he did in the end. The way that fear and anger filled him up and then it came bursting out. The way he miserably flooded our home and drowned us all. Yeesh. It's hard not to think about revenge, the dragon inside me. It's doing to what the world did to him. I have to fight it, even though it gives me strength. I must maintain control. Well, I guess this was my turn. But I need to finish this so I don't have to them dead anytime soon. I appreciate that, Kim. I suppose a little help isn't a bad thing in life. Love. The world is a lot to ignore alone. Maybe I could use a little assistance reaching my delicate toes for a bit of lotion. You know, having your body into the vengeful pose, it really does pose a number of much ways. It rubs the lotion on the skin. It rubs the lotion on the skin. Nice silence with the Lamb's reference. Okay, let's go. Not done. That one's a perfect. Let's go. Dang it, not bad again. Okay. That was a close one. Well, I suppose that lotion made it where it's supposed to be going eventually. You weren't too incredibly wasteful. I'm not a woman who believes in rushing through things just to get them done. There is a next time I'm sure you'll do even better. Look up at the lighthouse, the ominous darkness hovering from the moment between spirit and herself. The evil as clear as it is, in that case, it does you a solid by blurting out another ominous moan and burst of black light. Rescues you from this awkward silence. Ooh, it's a ghost ship. Seemingly out of nowhere, an ancient-looking ship appears in the water. It glows itself a thing of death. A spirit ship that once sailed the seas centuries ago. A tattered black flag whips in the ocean air above the ship. Curtains forward the shore. Credence, I don't know what's that credence. Credence. Before crashing on the rocks. It must have been drawn in by the lighthouse. You hear the distant shouting of sailors as the whole ship breaks up and sinks into the water. Oh, right. It does that sometimes. Should we, do something? Nah, the sharks will take care of it. Wait a minute, the ocean is quiet again, except for the waves. Note to self, hungry sharks. But those time-traveling pilots or whatever they were. Sure, you're sure you saw one of those skulls and crossbone flags. Aren't they only ones drawn in here to them? It's Raph! He emerges from the palm tree behind you. I didn't come here to break up your date. Or something. I came here for that. He points to the lighthouse in an indifference to his attention. I've been seeing it in my dream, shining a strange light. I can't avoid it. Throughout the woods and walls. Nothing seems to stop it from reaching out to me. Duh, it's a haunted lighthouse. It does that to everyone at some point. You're no more specialer than me. Those dead pirates or that mermaid I saw wash up on shore that one time. You. Mermaids, by the way, aren't even close to beautiful in person as they are in movies. More sea witch than underwater princess, if you get my drift. It's all part of the vast conspiracy, an epic river of lies that runs beneath the island or something. I'm pretty sure I figured it out. Basics anyhow. If you come with me, you can get cut. Fairways or katana merely trimming a couple of buttons off Rafe's tropical top. He takes the hint and backs away a few steps slowly. For the quiet guy, he never really shuts up. Okay, be that way. You'll see. Alone, at last, the tension broken. Deadly moans quiet, and Raph vanished back to where he hangs out. He scooched closer to Spirit, breathing in the damp, foggy air that seems to emanate from her. It's not quite clear how that whole fog thing works, but do you even care? You're feeling this moment. Spirit seems to be feeling it too. She starts to adjust her robe and get you to peek at the bathing suit beneath. For some reason, she seems intent on proving how little she cares about what everyone thinks. She puts a lot of work into that swimsuit. It's only scraps for days. However, you're focused on what's happening with Spirit. You don't see the next interruption coming. Claudette and Dwight burst on you, interrupting whatever you're doing. It seems like they were worried they'd bump into much. We're here to make a very dramatic announcement. Well, technically, we're here to invite you to join us back at the beach. We're making a very dramatic announcement. It's hard being producers and the host. Ain't survivors supposed to work in groups of 4? When you arrive at the beach, you realize it was a setup, desperate, promising announcement. Dwight and Claudette simply stand quietly. This isn't all that what was promised. Wait a minute. There's no announcement here. But there is. A me. You got mud in your ears, friend. I told you to get lost. Didn't see you. Lost in what I'm doing, so are you, but I know the way out. I've got a map back in my secret lair. Literally. Figuratively, yeah. I know the difference. That's why you should ditch Spirit and come spend the rest of the night with me instead. Got a secret lair? Damn it. You said anything about a secret lair? I said I got, snap in my secret snap here? There's a flip on my secret chair. Don't change the subject. Don't ask me what he's talking about. You're trying to make a mess of the first day? I've had one of the first nice days I've had, and I don't know how long because it's not even clear what year it is, but a while. I'm not about to be ditched for the likes of you. Not me messing up things. I'm just trying to tell you that this dang island. Come to the accepted difficult truth. What's happening here? I'm convinced that our fate. It's not anyone's decision, simply the way it will be. There's no fighting it. What would you even fight about? All you know is hiding in your spooky little secret hair and crying like a baby while ringing your little bell. Don't tell me what I can and can't fight against. I was born a fighter. A dragon lives inside me. I cannot fight, even when all my might I want to hide. Don't you see the giant hat? It's a metaphor. If you do have a fate, my fate is to win every fight that comes my way. Got it? Folks. Oh, you hide. I've seen you hide. And you do your little phase walking route. What do you call that? It's basically cloaking. And we know the cloaking is a type of hiding. Folks. You cloak. I don't cloak. I'm not a cloaker. I phase walk in the open. You just can't see me. I have no idea what they're talking about, but I'm sure it sounds like some video game community forum thread. Mantra. If I ever was such a thing. Not that I know about that either. It sure does seem like Dwight and Claudette are going to stop this, so it's on. It's on you. Adam. I think I was brought here to make a choice, so I'm going to do that now. I choose or Spirit. When it comes down to it, neither of those two seem easy to love. I mean, Damn, Spirit literally has broken glass shards sticking out of her, but she has a certain charm to her gloom. Spirit and I were actually having a nice time. Besides, if it's my fate to end up on this island, well, to hell with fate, really. Don't take this wrong way, Raph, but the amount of awkwardness you pick up in a single day, no wonder you're so skinny. All that second guessing yourself must burn a lot of calories. No offense taken. Yeah. Okay, it's true. I can be a little awkward, I guess, sometimes. Right, I'm going to stick with Spirit. Spirit brews a sigh of relief. I got enough revenging to do with having to kill you and Spirit. Having to kill you and Raph too. Spirit walks around the corner to show you something that she discovered in this place and knew was meant to be connected with her journey. A cherry tree. Sapling, but it has to begin with God. It doesn't make sense to see a cherry tree in this way. It doesn't make sense to see a ghost in a black bathing suit, so you just accept it. Spirit steps up to the tree. A cold breeze pulls some petals off, and they come ascending through the air. Oh no, I probably messed that up. You know the meaning of the cherry blossom? They're beautiful, but quite symbolistic. Of course, like all good symbols, their meaning is pretty complicated. What do they mean to you? Being among cherry blossoms, like starting a celebration of life. Will travel great distances just to be near their vibrant beauty. However, as beautiful as they are, they aren't mystical. They are simply flowers. They quickly die and fade away. And for some reason, they are also a symbol of the fleeting nature of life. Of our fleeting mortality. In a way, spectral looming death that calls attention to this special moment to see and appreciate life. How does this sorry. Oh, I need some water. How does that duality? Thank you, Phil. Yep. Duality. Yeah, that's it. Oh. Empowered. Frustrated. Empowered. Knowing the knowledge, life, and death are a cycle that can always bring me peace. Accepting the fleeting nature of life is like the beauty of a flower in bloom allows me to appreciate the moments without being too hung up on what comes next. Explain, Spirit's face begins to look sad. You're not sure why. It's not happiness. Not the happiest topic, life and death, but should that matter? It dawns on you that Spirit has been trapped in a gaseous state of death with no hope to cycle back to rebirth. The moment blossoms begin long ago, that scary time of death and decay. It comes after the good part, that Spirit is eternity. I felt like I wasn't talking about you. I wasn't even thinking about you. You just answered my mind. I can tell, and I can't let that bother me. Our priorities are not the same. I have my mission. once the cherry blossoms in cycle. Those noble characters, those who did not fear death, those who were killed in the greatest sacrifice to honor their emperor. Their lives were short, but promise gave them beauty. Those warriors saw death coming, but they never despaired. They stood and faced it. They held their swords and struck down their fear. Despite this samurai spirit that lives in my noble bloodline, my life was ended, but my death continues to stretch on. The cycle is frozen. This cherry blossom, it's not real. Though the petals fall, they soon replenish, as it were installed here by somebody. You watch. The spirit as she chooses her words very carefully. By something with no respect for the balance of life and death. Sorry to interrupt. You know we don't believe you, right? Yep. This time we've got real good reason. Nothing to do with us being manipulated by an unseen force, because that's definitely not happening. Nobody accused you of that, but okay. I'm just here to tell you that it's dinner time. It's time for dinner, silly. Get it while it's hot. Guess it's time to go. Or whatever. Thanks for spending time with me today. I enjoyed it. You too. What a fun day you've been having. I can see it written all over your face. You're shining, and that's not just the remaining anxious sweat from spending an afternoon avoiding a psycho killer. No, you're really feeling it. This whole romantic experience, don't worry. I'll keep your dirty little secrets. But enough gentle rubbing it. It's time to get back to business. All the advertising signals arrived for dinner, including Trickster. Wait, Wrath is here too? We're not going to do this gag where we're all at the same time, so just believe me, they're all here. And they're all just as sexy I need some water. I don't think that's water. My brain just died. So I'm gonna go get water.
Dementia.
Oh, it's dementia? Dang, my brain really was going. Wait, no, that's not what it's. Okay, that's not what I typed. Oh my god. Google sometimes, I swear.
Demented.
Demented, yeah. That's the word. I don't know why I said dementia. Just as sexy as demented as you remember them. With your love on the line, everyone is being very careful not to offend you by saying the wrong thing. Congratulations, by the way, on getting this far. I'm surprised that you were. Surprised as you are that those four are falling for you. No, not because of your personality, but because you just met them yesterday. However, since Trapper seems like the biggest long shot to end up holding on to your heart, he throws caution to the wind and speaks up. pretty small consolation prize for being the least loved killer on Murder Island. But hey, letting them have this moment in the spotlight is the least we can do. Heavens knows they won't be any better than that. If I'm dining solo, I'm eating what I want, and I'm eating all. You're eating it too. Lamb, shark, rare, salt, pepper. No sauce is allowed. And served with a single piece of broccoli, so Wrath won't complain. I like broccoli. Gives me horrible gas. Oh, I don't like that. Buddy, wait until you smell it. What rare lamb does to the bowels. It's awesome. Dinner will be served shortly, but certain power blockers would like to know about your day. But power brokers, yeah, power brokers would like to know about your day. Would you like to share your day with the rest of the group? Yeah, interesting name for sure. But would you describe to others? Say too much or too little, it could affect your standing with the group. Okay, just sitting there saying nothing is not an option. Gust about your day. Last time I got mad when I did the other one. I'll do this one. I wish you could all get to meet the real spirit. She's beautiful, soft, so you all get along. You'd get all you'd get to see it. You were nicer to her. Her looks totally 100%. I promise she doesn't want people paying attention to her. She's just trying to do her own thing, not to fit in the killer club. Seriously, did you listen to a single thing I said earlier? Seems clear to me that you did not. Okay, I gotta go back. Let's try it again. I'm not trying to piss her off. Be quiet. I did my first option. It wasn't really a date, more like people avoiding everyone else choosing to be alone, but going in a relatively close proximity to each other. That's exactly right. Couldn't have said it anything of value better myself. Spirit is clearly happy with the way you portrayed your date. No surprise. She doesn't like people getting into her business. What end do I bring out dinner? Everyone eats silently. No one trusts anyone right now. And they are all very tired. Oh wait. No, sorry. That's a array of supernatural horror thriller set in Antarctica, not a charming parody dating sim set in an undisclosed tropical paradise. Bon appetit! Don't you mean bone? No, almost everything we have served today has a lot of bones in it. So we even the vegetables. Impossible to avoid on the island. Everyone eats without speaking. Tensions rise both sexually and deadly array. Righty. Everyone finishes Dwight and Claudia come back to clean up the plate. They linger around you as they pick up your plate and take your napkins. Dust crumbles off the table. What would you like to say to the servants? Thank them, yeah. Your top-notch service is much appreciated. Everyone, if you would be so kind to follow us to the fire pit, we greatly appreciate it. We've been told something big is going to happen, something that will change everything. You can go willing or unwilling. You have no choice. Tells cookies. Did you have a choice on how you said that, dweeb? Yes, I immediately regret it now. I immediately regret how I did. Good. Something needs to change from around here. Fire is rebirth. Fire illuminates the soul. I hope fire isn't too smoky. Smoke hurts my eyes. Pretty sensitive. I'm also horribly afraid of it. The fire. I mean, not my eyes, because of childhood trauma involving fire. Finally, everyone starts moving to the fire pit, if only to get away from Raph's complaining. You take a seat on the comfortable log, feeling the fire heat against your skin. And wait for another killer to take their, wait for the other killers to take their places, wondering who will want to tell their story this time. Will the narrator tell a story? I bet they got stunningly creative mind. Hey, you think are they allowed to simply place thoughts in your mind like this? Doesn't seem fair. Everyone makes their way, but something unexpected happens. Nothing happens. Something almost always seems to be happening, so nothing is probably a great sign. Cool. And how is everyone... Oh, cool. And now everyone is looking at you. No. So, do something. I should pick someone to tell a story. Or could play charades. Bing! Boggling. Well, we're actually thinking, why don't you tell us a story? Raph points his spine and skull staff thingamajig at you. You duck out the way, knowing what that thing could do. Probably shoots lasers. Try not to bore us. We're just very interested in you. Let's say that. Here, and let's go. Don't speak for me, Huntress. Now, you can't tell if you're warm from the fire or if it's your nerves heating up. I know the fire is right here, but maybe we talk about it all the time, but can we start pretending not here? Pretending it's not here and doesn't, threaten to burn us all alive? I'm surprised. He's not surprised to hear me. Get out of here, Rafe. Kim is about to make an important decision, telling a story or not. Fine, I'll tell a story. Sure, I'm game to tell a story. I hope it's a mystery. Oh, okay, so what type of story do you want? No. Let's try a romance. I'll tell a romance story. About two lovers who are taking poison together and die. Foaming at the mouth. Or about two strong hunters who meet when they both try to bludgeon each other. The same willy warring? Not quite. It's about my parents. They met at a college party. He was hosting. She'd be dragged off by some friends. They couldn't have been more different. And yet, as the night went on, they were drawn to each other. She made fun of his taste in music. He took interest in her major, woman studies. They were married within 2 months. A bit soon, too. If you trust someone, don't you think? Bit soon to know if you can truly trust someone, don't you think? It's so sweet. Exactly, I learned a lot about love from them. If you know, you know. Some people don't need years to get acquainted with their partners. Love could spark from a mere look across. I can't find. Now you got their attention. Each kiss is fiercely attempting to catch your eyes from across this fire pit. Except for Churchster, who has wandered over to the bar and is loudly playing his own music on earphones to drown you out. Oh, okay, that was not a very good story. I didn't mean to insult you, but that actually was quite bad. Sorry, but this narrator keeps it real. And we can't just end it here. End it there. So, who else would you like to tell us? Hear a story from tonight. You look from killer to killer and decide you might be also entertaining. Of course I gotta roll my girl spirit. That's surprising. I could tell a story. I don't want to. Anything I say is sure better than whatever get out of anyone else in this group. Like all good stories, I stole this from someone in the past who is dead now and can't do anything about it. It's called The Bride, or technically I suppose the fiance. One winter, a young couple decided that next spring they would be married. The two were madly in love. They could not wait for the snow to melt, so they could join in matrimony and unite their souls for eternity. Here, the last bridal trends. Here are the latest bridal trends. They decide to have their wedding ceremony at the edge of the woods by a beautiful, shabby, chick farm. Together they spend months planning the details of the wedding. The two created invitations, figured out seating arrangements, and tested 100 cakes before settling on the perfect one. They chose Aliki. By the way, so fancy. When it comes to figure out decorations, however, the bride, the fiance, I guess, since she wasn't actually married yet, wanted to take the lead and set style. After all, her boyfriend had been wearing cargo shorts and open-toed sandals for pretty much their entire relationship, so he definitely was not to be trusted. Having decided on a lovely nature setting for the ceremony, the fiancé decided that she would create a unique floral arrangements from the local wildflower that surrounded the farm. Soon as the sun rose the first day of spring, she set off into the woods. Each day she spent hours moping where the best flowers could be found and prepared to pick them herself the morning of the wedding so that they could be the right height of their freshness and beauty. and enamored with the incredible variety of flowers in the woods. She surveyed the fiance, since they had not been married, became obsessed with knowing just how many there were, so that she could choose the absolute best. When the fateful morning of her big day finally came, the fiancé told her husband-to-be that she had one final errand before the wedding. Excited for the ceremony to come, she dressed in her beautiful white gown and set off into the woods to gather flowers. Treading carefully, she followed her route, selecting only the best stems and collecting them in a basket. However, when she came upon a familiar clearing, something that was not as she expected, somehow it was more beautiful than it had ever been before. Just sitting on the edge of a rio, it was a new bush filled with blossoms so vibrant, colorful. She became dazzled looking at them. But the fiancé ignored the sudden spell and pressed forward, scooping up flower after flower, and every time she did, she noticed just a further ahead, possibly even more beautiful. She was carried by the sweet fragrance. Spring in the air, the brighter fiancé crept further and further into the woods until she turned a corner, stepping over a moss-fallen tree trunk. Realized that she had been there before, but it wasn't the clearing she remembered, or at least not how she remembered. The flowers were suddenly overripe, decaying, falling from the stems, festering mold piles on the floor. Where bees had been, now only files raised. Where the scent of the flowers had once intoxicated, the odor of the mildew made her sick. She turned and looked back, but the path was dark. Into this shadowy land she walked and walked and walked. That day, guests gathered farmhouse. The fiancé was nowhere to be seen. Her friends, her family, loved began to go before, but to no avail. They searched past the tree line into the forest where no beautiful flowers or young lovers to be seen. Just an old dead tree, trampled vines, moss-covered rocks. The fiancé stayed. The fiancé stayed. The fiancé strayed. Stayed. Yeah, it is stayed. Fiancé stayed. Yeah. My fiancé for eternity. Wandering, looking for flesh ropes to clip, but never finding them. Distracted by the never-ending search for perfection, unable to see that you were loved for who you are. Out there, all alone. I thought it was beautiful and sad. Just like someone we know. How was the story time? A lot of people like to take pot shots at sequels, but I think a very good story deserves a follow-up. When you think in the end, the sequel is almost never as rewarding as the original. That's why I'm more of a fan of the episodic style of storytelling. Knowing it's a series that takes a lot of pressure off the individual installment, builds a greater sense of community between the audience and the creator. Tell me, Kim, if I could delete any sequel from existence, what would it be? Don't answer that. We really don't care. We're just here to make sure that the we must move on to the next segment of the evening. God forbid my small talk get in the way of romantic twilight moment. Dwight, I'm gonna need you to shut your yap. Crap. You know that we need to go back to that thing we do whenever we're not seen on screen. Oh, okay. Yeah. You have fun. Try not to wink, end up dead. Why did you say the words wink out loud? Kind of a double entendre you're getting at with the end up dead thing. Dwight is physically incapable of winking, not since the incident. You do know all of those people are despicable criminals with a double-digit kill counts, right? Well, except for Spirit. She really doesn't belong here. She's strictly a victim, not a predator. Not a predator, no. She's no wonder she's pissed. Did I hear somebody trash talking to Spirit? Deal me in. What do I say? We take this talk to the hot tub so I can soak this bod while I roast the ghost with some killer hot takes. Please, enough talk of bums, things that are lit or getting blazed. Enough now. Enough that those activities have to be right next to a literal fire. Must I be surrounded by the makes water. Figurative flames as well. What if we turned and ran away from this place? As we could. What if we turned and ran far away from this place as we could? Just you and me. On those springy legs. Probably tired before you get far. If it's running away to some place more secluded, Kim is after. They should obviously join me. Have you seen those legs? Pure powder. Not my walk speed relatively reflects my giant gesture, but that is because I choose to move more softly for silent reasons. It's my own choice. It's completely logical. Why is everyone so obsessed with comparing themselves to each other and creating drama? I'm so over it that all. You don't get it. Society wants to trick you into fighting with each other, so that corporations can swoop in, sell you fake solutions to all your fabricated problems. I'll be sitting in the shade drinking something locally sourced while thumbing through a public domain novella painted on recycled paper because I refuse to play their game anymore. It's like she's actively trying to be unappealing as possible. Does it really turn anyone else on, or is it just me? Despite Trapper's insufferable appetite, it seems that his attention along with everyone else is still on you for the moment. I don't know, just pick one of us, maybe we could all move on with our lives. Some special project we might have going? You heard him. Who will it be? Who we head off with this evening activity? I'm just saying you may not get a lot of chances date like this before your time on Murder Island comes to an end. No, I'm not satisfied with that name either. But with the streaming reality, TV, dating show boom happening, it's pretty much all that wasn't taken. Which killer will you pick? And yes, we're going back to it, excluding Trickster because that guy. Let's go with Spirit again. Spirit. Oh, you picked me? Yay. Sorry, that was rude of me. I despise owningness, so I should be honest with you. You make more interesting company. I love the idea of winning over the other killers at all costs, even when I hate the game and prize, but I had a long day. Floating, subverting expectations, grinding my teeth, as I imagine sweet revenge. Imagine sweet revenge. It takes a lot out of me. So don't stop bringing your A game, alright? It might seem like I hate everything, and getting to really know who I am is an impossible task, not worth trying. Too bad, but too bad. You won't know unless you search deep inside yourself and bring everything you've done. Or just say the exact right thing, right time, melt my cold heart in an instant. I don't know the rules here any better than you do. See you at the bar, I guess. Right at the bar to find Dwight. Claudette, both holding cocktail shakers, surrounded by beverage bottles assorted. Who's ready? Get wasted. As you know, I don't drink, so not me unless you mean wasted like as in killed, in which case, Dad, if you are out there somewhere, I will find you and waste you for what you've done to me. You really don't drink ever? Is that like because you're just falling, it will just fall out the hole in your stomach thing, or I don't drink because alcohol is poison of the body and mind, and I don't need to act like a fool to have a good time. Why did you choose the mixology lesson as your romantic nighttime activity? Everyone knows this kind of date is an excuse to get loaded on booze and make terrible decisions. It's true, not a single person has ever learned anything at one of those things. Dwight, now, that's not true. You've learned how to tie a cherry, not in stems, using only your tongue. Whoa, who ordered that soda? The splash of private business. Because that's off the menu. Well, I know what I'm drinking to forget tonight. Mixology is a real thing. I don't require alcohol to be interested. I'll have you all know that I worked at a restaurant before I was violently executed by your father, who you will have your bloody vengeance, right? Well, so be it. How about you, Kim? Do you drink? Stay sober. I get the impression that tonight will be a night I want to remember perfectly, so I'm gonna pass on alcohol drinks. Here. Alcohol is a false escape. Besides, it's nothing like... It's not like sober people can't have fun. Watch Spirit pick up a plump cherry, roughly, and stab it with a little plastic sword. Right. Cherry juice splatters everywhere, and it's a little fruity. guts flop out into your spirit's lap. Oopsie. One of the upsides of wearing black is it hardly shows any stains. No take backsies. So, lovebirds, what drink will we make? Dark and stormy. What dark and stormy? Drink for me in my stormy day. Okay, that one is cute. Please allow us to demonstrate how a dark and stormy is made. First rum, or in your case, rum extract, and a bit of apple juice is poured in over the ice. Then fresh ginger beer is added in. Garnish with lime well. Drink in the end. Do you think you're up for the challenge of replicating the recipe here? Replicating. Rum substitute ginger beer over ice. Let's save again. Don't forget the lime well. Rum substitution. Ginger beer over ice with the lime well. I'm not sure that you appreciate your tone, but yes, you got it. You're a natural. A sassy natural, and you and Dwight might have more in common than... Don't you dare! Spirit seems to be in a lovely mood as she's like split. Ah, blah. God, I need some water. Spips are dark and gloomy. She's not even rolling her eyes at your pretty behavior. On cue, a dark storm begins to make its way from the ocean. Taste your own dark stormy as you watch the clouds approach. It's quite refreshing. Isn't this fun? Honestly, it's the most drama-free fun I've had since I got here. Since you picked a simple but delicious drink, we've got plenty of time left to relax. Want to make out a little? You breathe in a sip of your drink and immediately begin to cough before you can get a yes out. Lightning strikes a palm tree on the beach and immediately starts a fire. The activity ends abruptly. Claudette and ushered the two of you away from the bar. All the gang can gather again on the court. Since only yesterday you were sitting on the sidelines watching everyone sweat. Gets in next.
Your Worcestershire sauce? What about it? What? How did you figure that out so suddenly? Then I shall... What? You handed over your reality to her? For a singular smooch? Are you mad? Wait, no!